Coach, there's just no way around it. In one game at a time, this is a tough South Spencer opponent. He didn't get there by luck. He's prepared every week. They've got plenty of tools that we'll get into here a little bit, but less than 10 points a game is sort of the highlight that I want to hit in this conference. And with the opponents that they've played, to be holding opponents to less than 10 points a game presents a heck of a challenge.
Yes, it does. One thing South Spencer's done all the way through their history is play tremendous defense. They have kids that swarm to the ball. They play extremely hard. They're fundamentally sound. Make very few mistakes. I don't know the exact takeaway ratio, but it's got to be up there this year. In the films that we traded and watched, I know there was 3 or 4 interceptions, or maybe more than that they had against when people were throwing the ball. They will be very much a challenge for us as we get ready this week to travel to South Spencer to play. They've got their offense is 1-2 that is very methodical. This year they're not scoring as many points as they have in the past, but when you're only giving up, as you said, about 10 points a ball game, you don't need to put too many on the board.
That's right. You know, some of the tools that the Vikings have to prepare for, a couple of offensive players that sometimes change the play in the middle of the play with this young quarterback Harmon and Jacob Lauer at running back. They continually make plays that you can't draw up.
Right, and you know, when you look at those kids, you talk about year after year, like Jacob Lauer. I remember coaching against his dad when he played up at South Spencer, and this is a tradition that South Spencer has too, a continuum of kids in their program that worked all the way through. And it makes it, very, very exciting, but it also is something that shows the type of support that they have in their program and the interest that they have in their program also.
Yeah, that was almost a nightmare comment for me, you talking about Norman Lauer there, Coach, and I thought you were going to yell at me for a minute for missing a tackle. Coach, then we've got that set up fairly well. What do you view are the keys, not just for South Spencer, but for our overall improvement?
Well, we're going to have to play pass defense very well against them. I think that we've started to play the run a little bit better. Kids are starting to settle into, I think, again, at this time of year, they've seen a lot of different things. But when people throw the ball, there's a lot of things that, they always say there's 2 things or 3 things can happen. 2 are bad, but many times that one good one makes up for those bad ones that occur. And key is going to be able to contain the quarterback and be able to not give them time to run have time to look for the receivers, because they spread the field and they run some combination routes, and we're going to really have to work on this week. I think that our fan following has been like our fan base at home. It's been tremendous all year. Even in the beginning of the year when we were struggling just a little bit, we still had folks there, and they give you that support, and they let the kids know that it's important to them. And I think that's one of the things too that's helped us to improve is the interest and enthusiasm that has been shown by the community. And it's a great place to be, and it's been a great place to be as far as working with adults here as well as the students. And many of the adults now are people that were through our program over the past years, and I think it really has a great emphasis and carries a lot of weight in our program, getting our kids ready to play.
Well, there's the challenge, fans. We're going to take up, shut the lights off, and we'll leave one policeman in town. We're going to Rockport this week, and Coach, as always, busiest time of the year. Rodney and I thank you so much for your time, and we thank you on behalf of the fans for giving us a little insight to what's going on.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Coach.